The way things are going, he could really fuck shit up for all of us. At this rate, we just won't be able to sell any vaccines.
We've been talking lately, and there was a name that came up that we have to look into. What's his name? Our Funky something. That's it, Funky Prepper. If we don't do something about him, he could absolutely ruin fucking everything.
You know when I told you about how beneficial the Tesla car, AI, and Neuralink is? Well, I lied. You are all fucking screwed. The only people who have figured it all out is Funky's community.
I would keep an eye on Funky. This guy is really going places. We chatted for ages on the phone, and I think I will go to the prepper meet.
Good morning, people. I'm going to try that sort of stuff because I've had my good lady and others mention that people can't see the beginning because of adverts and crap like that and stuff like that. So I'm glad that that sort of thing's working out. So good morning, everybody. I hope you're all well. That's damn good coffee. Oh my God, that will put a hump on a camel's back for sure. So we're waiting for what? You got 94 people in the chat right now. Yeah, do you know what? I think Rachel, Liz, Darren, John, Steve, Faye, everyone's in the house. That's cool. What I'd like to do is, excuse me, on these morning caffeinated live streams, I want to do feel good stuff, happy stuff, encouraging, inspiring, motivational sort of stuff, as it were, because I just really feel it's important, you know, because we're all in the shit mentally somewhere. We've all had stuff going on, and I think to try and flip it and to try and realize that we are literally more powerful than we realize. We could literally change something just like that. And I've had this happen to me before. I've had a crap night's sleep. I woke up feeling drained and tired, and all of the bad stuff starts piling on top. Oh my God, this is going to come along next week. I'm not looking forward to that. Oh my God, I can't afford to pay this. Christ, that's another worry. And all of these other things just start piling up. And you think, you know what? What's going on right now? What's going on right this second? Nothing. Okay, cool. Forget all of that crap, which could or maybe coming down the pipe at some point, whether it's a day or two or a week or a month or whatever it is. Leave it there. Leave it there. Come right back into the now. And then just say to yourself, what do I want to do? How do I want to feel? And you know what? I found something earlier, which I'm going to put up on the screen, and I think it's really important to understand this. Okay, this is literally trying to back up what I'm saying. I want you to look at this on the screen. Happiness is not by chance, but by choice. That is it. It's by choice. We can choose to be happy if we want to, and we can choose to be sad if we want to. This is what I'm trying to say. This is the power of the mind sort of stuff. Happiness is a choice. So if you are feeling like, I mean, myself, for example, okay, I woke up this morning, had a good night's sleep. I had a thumping headache, a really bad headache. And I don't get headaches. I'll probably get a headache like once or twice a year. That's it. And I know what it is. Dehydration, just not been drinking enough. And you know what? I would like to guess that it's quite common. I think most of us just don't drink the amount of liquid that we should. And you know, when you get busy, you get sidetracked and you just forget. And you know, sometimes you feel a little bit thirsty and you just like, you know, you just get embroiled in what you're doing. Maybe you're driving, you're out and about for a couple of hours and you haven't got any drink with you. And, you know, I'm not joking. I live in the middle of Wales and, you know, there is just no shops. You know, if you want to get to a shop, you know, it's like 15, 20 miles away. And that's if it's open, because they've all got their weird opening hours. Now, my partner, Rachel, she would tell you, when I told her what it's like living in the middle of Wales. I don't think she quite believed me until she actually witnessed it. And I'm not joking, right? It's insane. The amount of shops scattered around all over the countryside in Wales, they've all got their own unique opening hours. I'm not joking. One would like to think that, a shop would be open, say, 8 o'clock in the morning to, say, 5 or 6 in the day, at least 5 days a week. Maybe Saturday morning as well. That'd be good. But oh no, some open at 10 o'clock, some shut at 3. Some only do 2 days a week. And you have to try and remember all of these opening hours and days for all of these hundreds of different little shops everywhere. And the amount of times that I drive to somewhere and there's it's closed. Bloody hell. It's a nightmare. You just can't remember all of these places. So what I'm trying to say is that when you're driving from all of these different places everywhere, if you forget to take a drink with you, you're screwed because you will get dehydrated. So it happened to me. I woke up this morning, thumping headache. It's just starting to get better. Coffee is not really helping because it's a diuretic, so it's going to dehydrate. So myself, I took some of those really good rehydration powders to rehydrate myself. I took 2 paracetamols to sort this headache out. And I've taken the coffee to lose the lethargy. And so far, it seems to be amalgamating rather well. So it's a very strange one because, like I said, I woke up this morning, I think a little bit tired, thumping headache. And, I could have carried that all through the day, getting down. I've got all this to do. It's harder because I've got a headache. I'm knackered. But no, think of a way around things. Like I say, you can choose to flip it at any time. And it's just that little tiny thought. Am I going to be miserable all day? No, I'm going to be happy. And you just make something up in your head, something funny that makes you laugh. And then all of a sudden, you've got that click in your step and it's all good. It's that easy. It's that easy to change things. Well, we've got 214 people in the chat right now. That's pretty crazy. So, yeah. Good to see John Baxter in the house. I hope you're doing well, sir. Well, we've got lots of new people in here. Welcome. Wicked. Fantastic. So, yeah, shout out to the moderators in the house. Awesome. Just get this coffee finished. Right. I've got a few things that I've written down and prepared so we can talk about these things on this little live stream this morning. John Baldwin, welcome, sir. What's this? Trump was just assassinated. I don't know about assassinated. I knew he was hauled over the coals for some 34 trumped up, no pun, charges. Right. Apologies for slurping that coffee, but I hate it when it gets cold and I just have to drink it. So this, I'm going to play this and I'm hoping that you can hear this. It's on my phone and I'm going to turn it up. Denzel Washington, love the guy. So I want you to listen to this. You might better see it as well.
Turn it off. That's what I would say. It's hard for young people now because they're hooked. They're addicted. If you don't think you're addicted, and I'm talking about anyone, from the highest to the lowest, if you don't think you're addicted, then see if you can turn it off for a week. You got quiet, didn't it? Didn't it get real quiet? It's a tool. So we should use it. God has blessed us with free will. Now it's free will magnified, free will on steroids. You're free to go in any direction you want. It will allow you, and it's not the enemy. It's just it's just a reflection of our own free will. Oh, and we all want to be liked. But now we want to be liked by 16 million. And will now some of us do anything to be liked? We used to do anything to be liked, but it was by the person in front of you. Now it's to be liked by 16 million people that you don't know.
How true is that? The phones, again, well, I'm going to come out of the chat because it's really hard to talk with all of them stuff going on. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, we all need to feel liked, I guess. Okay. Because it is nice, you know, it's undeniable to feel that, you know, you're loved and, you know, someone cares about you, someone's got your back. And it's good because you don't feel that loneliness, that like, wow, it's just me against everything else, etc. It's always nice to have a partner or a group of really good friends. Now, I said this before live streams, you know, because of social media, and you've got followers, subscribers, and all of that sort of thing. You know, out of all of the thousands or hundreds or whatever it is, thousands of people, now how many can you count as a real, true friend? Now, I'm a firm believer that it should be no more than 5 people on one hand. 5 people. Yeah. When you boil away the piss, and I mean, when you separate the wheat from the chaff, what are you left with? You're left with a friend who will literally listen to you properly, tell you how it is without risk of offending. Fucking, I hate that. Don't hold back. If you're going to say something, say it. If they get offended, then it's up to them to deal with, okay? Because I think the problem with society is because we've been so soft, gentle, and pussyfooting around. It's just, you know, when something bad happens, it's like, oh my God, big shock horror, because we're so used to being bubble wrapped and you can't say this, you can't say that because you're going to upset someone. Bullshit to that, okay? When you want a friend, a real friend, you want someone to tell you how it is. You don't want a fake friend. They're only going to tell you what you want to hear. Okay, anyone can do that. It's called bullshit. All right, you should be attracting into your energetic field people who you can really trust. I mean, if you was to phone someone at 3 o'clock in the morning and say, look, I'm in this shit, I really need help, can you come and pick me up? I'm so sorry, I know it's 3 in the morning, it's pissing my brain, but I need help. You would like to think that that friend will literally get out of bed, get dressed, and get in a car and come straight round. That's a real friend. Out of all of the thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers or whatever it is that you have, how many would actually do that? There's probably not that many. You're probably going to be met with lots of excuses. Oh, I'm really sorry. You know, I don't feel safe driving. I'm tired. The car's been playing up, or I don't want to wake the kids up, or whatever it is. You know, a real friend would absolutely do that sort of thing. And I've done it myself in the past, actually. And like I'm saying, it's when you've got all of these so-called social media friends and all of the rest of it out there, you know, it's great. Of course it is. I mean, you guys watching now, to have these communications and to help and inspire and encourage other people. It's an amazing thing. And it's like you're giving, you've got your amazing energy and you're giving it, excuse me, to help other people. And it's such a nice feeling to know that there are people out there who are receiving that pretty good. And one of the good things, like I said earlier, which is quite important, is if you are in a bad place, you're feeling a bit low, you're a bit worried, usually financial. I mean, I get it as well. I'm flying on the seam of my pants at the moment. Payday, I mean, you know, the bills have got to go out real soon. And it's like, well, all of the time that I'm thinking and worrying about just that, what I'm actually doing is I'm giving my really strong, and I'm not joking, really strong, amazing, powerful energy, and I'm focusing it on, oh my God, I'm going to be skint. How am I going to pay the bills? Christ almighty, what's going to happen? All the time that you're literally putting your high-powered energy beam onto that, you're growing it. You're growing that bad feeling. And the thing is, if you put enough energy into that thought, it will 100% manifest into reality. This is one of the things which lots of people who aren't aware of what's going on won't get. They just won't get it at all. I know lots of you watching now will absolutely understand that this is true. This is not bullshit. This isn't conspiracy theory. This isn't like science fiction. This is true. Okay, whatever we think, whatever we dwell on, we create in a way. Okay, so if you want to think, or not want to, but if you are thinking of really bad stuff over and over and over again, all you're doing is you're telling the universe, that's exactly what I want. And the universe is saying, okay, the universe is not going to judge you. The universe is just going to provide how it's always provided. It's in our thoughts. Okay, if we think about good things, if you think about helping ourselves to grow and evolve and to become more intelligent, to become more centered and more genuine, and we help people along the way, we are going to be rewarded with so many synchronistic, unbelievable opportunities. Doors will open. You will meet just the right person at just the right time to help you with all sorts of things along your journey. The more that you walk on that path, the more of these amazing things will happen, and your life will change like you would not be able to comprehend. It just won't. You're going to find yourself, just like me, saying on a regular basis, wow, what are the chances of that? What are the odds on that happening? I'm saying those things daily, every single day. And when you come across people who just haven't got a clue about this mindset, they're like, you're talking out your ass, mate. Just get back to work and just shut up. Wow. What a life they're going to have, and what a life you're going to have. It's nuts. I'm not joking. My life has changed like incredibly crazy in a good way. The amount of people that have come along, it's like you're walking on your path. When you realize and when you understand that you are walking on your own path, your own unique path, the path that you feel deep down inside is the right path to walk on. Some people will come and join you whilst you're walking on that path, and some will be there for a few seconds, and some will stay there for years. And at some point, maybe they will just leave your path and go on their own path, and that's cool. It's nice because the path seldomly traveled by the multitude. That's what I'm talking about. We need to walk on our own path, and we are going to have people join us on our path. And sometimes walking along that path can be a bit lonely. So it's awesome to have like-minded people, or people that are needed to walk with you just at that right time on that path will just turn up. It's amazing. It's unbelievably amazing. Now, like I said, 5 people, 5 friends on your hand. Since you was a little kid, your earliest memory, my earliest memory was at 2.5 years old. I can remember names, I can remember the place, everything. So between that moment until now, friends. Have you had friends, lifelong friends from school, say 4 years old or whatever it is, or 10 years old, or when you join the army or whatever it is? People have friends for a long, long time, and they will walk on your path with you. And if something will happen, whatever it is will happen, would determine that person to leave walking with you. And that's fine. I mean, we're talking recently as well. Like I said, weird stuff happened at the Bushcraft show. I got let down by a few people, and I had to cancel at the end. And, when you start looking at all of these things, when I do my thing, and my thing is go, right, pause, stop, come back and look at the whole situation, and then study it, and then say to yourself, how is this making me feel? Do you know what? That is such an important technique which I've stumbled across, which I use all of the time. It really helps me. I mean, you can come up with your own terminologies or your own processes, but all I'm doing is I'm telling you, wow, this has really massively helped me. And whatever the situation is, okay, whatever it is, and you start to feel that it's making you feel not good, right? As soon as you can, sometimes within a second, I can just go, whoa, stop that. And I just come back and look at the whole thing, all the people involved. It's almost like the film The Matrix in that program with the woman in the red dress, and he pauses it and everyone's just stopped. I can literally do that in my head and then look at the whole situation and then just really, really focus on how I'm feeling. And if it's like, well, this is making me feel bad. It's making me upset. It's making me feel triggered. It's making me feel angry. And if I don't do nothing about this, I know myself. I will probably allow this to get really bad and really upset me and really piss me off. So to know when that's just about to start and to stop it, and then to go, right, okay, I can see where this could be going. What am I going to do about it? And that is so powerful. Like, you wouldn't believe. All of us can do this. It's not a secret. You don't have to go and spend money on it. It works. And you think, wow, how is this making me feel? Shit, I'm going to get really in the shit if I carry on down this road. I've stopped it. I'm looking at it. I'm understanding how it's making me feel. And I'm choosing to do something about it. Options A, B, C, D, whatever. Walk away, think about something else, put some music on, focus your energy and your time and efforts into something completely different that's making you really pissed off. And that little hack is, oh my God, it's a godsend. I don't know if it's applicable to certain people who are born a certain time of the year, like a star sign or something. I don't know if it's someone who's dyslexic, or if it's someone who's got this, or whatever it is. I just don't know. All I'm saying is this is what's happening to me, and it really helps. Like, huge. It's massive. Like I said, when we whack this on the screen, happiness is not by chance, but by choice. You and me, we can choose to be happy whenever we want. Whenever we want. And the one most important thing to try and hold close to you is there's always a choice. When you think there is no choice, there is. There's always a choice. And if you want to, or you feel you need to, or you just are feeling low and bad and sad and negative and all of that, you can change it in a second. It's bonkers. Oh my God, look at that. We got loads of people. Wow, the chat's lit. Wow, nearly 300 people here. Awesome. Yeah, thank you, darling. Yep, hit the thumbs up. That really, really helps. Like, huge. If you can, we need to get these sort of messages out there. Okay, so things that help: laughter, anything to cheer you up. It's good, because especially when you consider the alternative. My dad said that to me when I was a young man, and it's true. When you consider the alternative. So let's have a laugh.
You want some coffee? That's a good idea.
Coffee. Do you know coffee's so cool? Let's put that down there.
This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. Just like me.
It is. It's awesome. Goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. I love that quote. And be careful. If you have too much coffee, you could lose it. The Pink Panther. Awesome. So, yes, like Denzel Washington said, do we really need to be liked by 16 million people, where the people who are most important to us are right there in front of us? We spoke on a live stream not long ago, some tips. Okay, so you're with friends, you meet up, you go to a bar or a pub, and there's like 4 or 5 lads or whatever it is, or wives and girlfriends, couples, whatever it is, and you all sit around a big table. And what usually happens? People get their phones and they put it on the table. Big mistake. Why is that a big mistake? Well, because what you're doing subconsciously is you're telling the person that you're talking to that this little phone here is more important than you, because I'm choosing to put that between us. It's like you're throwing down a gauntlet. You're drawing a line, and this is my line. This is my phone. People are able and capable of contacting me any second, day or night. And during our conversation and our chat and our laugh and whatever it is, if something happens to that phone, I'm going to completely ignore you, because this is way more important. True. So do yourself a big fat favor. If you're going to be talking with friends or loved ones, put the phone away. preferably out of the room, because we all know that these little bastards here listen to every frigging thing that we say. And if you are naive enough to believe that, oh no, I've turned the microphone off on all of my apps, the microphone's not recording. Well, guess what? Your microphone is on that phone 24/7. Whether you believe that you're smart enough, you're a developer, and you've turned it off, no, they are always on. They are always on. They are listening to every single thing that you say. Private conversations, whether it's on open source telephone call, or it's going to be through an encrypted internet connection, whatever, it's pretty much going to be an unsecure line. Those who, if you have been in the military, will know what secure lines mean. Civilians have got no idea. But trust me, that bastard thing there is listening. So phones, they are getting in the way of our happiness. Okay, happiness is one of the most important things, because like I say, when you consider the alternative, happiness is a good thing. So you have to try and think and find time and try and dedicate time to actually being on your own and saying to yourself, sometimes out loud, you know, what actually makes me happy? And do you know what I've discovered recently? Comedians. I know. Excuse me. Comedians on Instagram. Unbelievable. Some of them absolutely crack me up. They really crack me up. One of them's that bald-headed guy. He's got a New York accent. His surname's Burr. B-U-R-R. That guy is hilarious. He takes no prisoners. He goes straight for the throat. And if you get offended, it's just tough. I don't really like the guy, Ricky Gervais, but what he does say about freedom of speech and, you know, people can't control their emotions and just decided to get offended. You know, I'm 100% with that guy. You know, if you say something to someone and that person gets offended, you know, how are you supposed to know if they're going to get offended or not? And we can't walk around on frigging eggshells. We can't bubble wrap ourselves anymore. At the end of the day, this reality is what it is, okay? And you can choose to get pissed off, upset, happy, sad, offended, or whatever it is. It is what it is, okay? All of this political correctness and, oh, I need to be sensitive and make sure that I don't upset that person. No, just be free. Say things how you want to say them. And if anyone gets pissed off, it's up to them. I'm not saying go out and deliberately be an arsehole, because that's not what I'm trying to say. All I'm saying is if you feel something strongly, you should be able to say it without holding back, because all of these energies and thoughts and stuff are inside and they need to come out, okay? You need to get them out there, but don't frigging filter them. Just say it how it is. And, you know, if someone gets offended or upset, and maybe it can be talked about and worked out after, oh, what you said to me about that really upset me. Oh, Dad, no idea. I'm sorry. But, you know, you can't do that in the heat of the moment. It needs to just flow out. So what Ricky Gervais is saying is absolutely on point. How are you supposed to know if, you know, you're talking to an audience of like 10,000 people at a comedy gig? How are you going to know that X amount of people are going to be absolutely pissed off and upset and offended and shocked and horrified? How are you supposed to know? It's just one of them things. So what I'm trying to say is phones, keep them out of the way of conversations, because they do listen. And like I say, you put them in front of someone, you're basically telling them that the phone's more important. So yeah, personally, while I'm with friends, I just get the phone and I just put it somewhere else. It's becoming to be a habit, and not every time I remember, but sometimes I do and go, do you know what? I'm dying to have this conversation with you. Let me just put my phone out of the way because I don't trust it. I don't. And if you trust the phone, like this little bastard thing here, you know what I mean? It's like, whoa, really? What are we doing? What are we doing with that sort of stuff? I'm just kind of coming to comments. John Baxter, hi. Leon, Audrey, Pedro. Hey, Pedro, man. How's it going, man? Stephen, 16. Jeannie, Weederfish, Earthheart, Nick, Gareth, Jesse Ventura. yeah, just like me. But no, it's true. So what I like to do is, like I say, is have these chats just to make people think a bit about themselves. Okay. Another thing which happens as well is if you find yourself alone and you're by yourself, go to the bathroom or toilet, whatever you want to call it. Americans call it a restroom. Why would you call it a restroom? A restroom has got a bed in it where you rest. Anyway, that's bonkers. That's just crazy American think. You guys, look at the mirror, talk to yourself. Like I'm looking at the webcam right now. Just look at yourself and talk. And do you know what? A lot of people would say, what? That's crazy. People are going to think you're weird. And that's another thing. Try to stop worrying what other people think about you. Because what's happening is this head, this skull, your head, your skull, is like a prison. Okay? And you are trapped in that prison skull. Because all the time that you are worrying what other people might think of you, that's not really being free, is it? That's sort of being free with conditions. I'm free. But as soon as I start worrying what other people might think about it, well, I don't really feel free anymore. But you know what? That's fear. Lose the fear. Bollocks. If you want to go down the high street wearing a pair of Speedos with a pineapple on your head, with a ghetto blaster playing Agadoo, go for it. It'd be cool. Because what that is telling the world is you don't give a shit what anyone thinks about you. Not many people will have the balls to do that. But some people would. And it's refreshing to know that why shouldn't we express ourselves however we want? We are losing the fear. And all of the time that we worry about what other people might think about us, wow, it's happened to me recently. I woke up back in 2008, as some of my regulars will know. I started prepping around 2010, and it's taken me years and years and years to learn all of these prepping skills, survival skills, kit and equipment, looking after food and how to stop it spoiling, making friends and contacts, visiting locations to go and hide to should things go really shit. Okay, it's taken me years to do all that. But the thing is, I was living in fear. Why? The reason why is because I always told all of my YouTube subscribers what to do about prepping and stuff like this, what and how to. But you know what? I never said why I am prepping until 2020, when all of this shit started to hit the fan. Let's be honest, 2020 was the year. So I started to lose the fear. I started to come out, as it were, and to say, you know, all of these things that are going wrong and happening, this is probably the reason why. And then people were like, wow, you're a conspiracy theorist. I thought you was a prepper. Really? And I am absolutely shocked to find that there are so many preppers out there who don't question things. I'm like, freaking hell. So we have a huge collective of sheep preppers, people who are probably jumping on the bandwagon because they can make money out of it. Oh, everyone should be prepared. Everyone should, you know, stockpile food and practice a few survival skills. Yeah. But when you question these people and say, why do you think the weather is doing what it's doing? Why do you think that supermarkets are rationing certain foods? Why do you think? And they won't go there because they are scared. They're living in fear. They don't want anyone to know that they're a conspiracy theorist. Conspiracy theorist is bad. You're stupid. You're wacko. Well, guess what? Since 2020, most of the conspiracy theories have absolutely come true. And these sheep people who refuse to question things and to really research for themselves just won't get it. So these people, I'm having lots of them lately attack me. They say, oh my God, you're a conspiracy theorist. I don't want to come to the prepper meet. All of these things. And it's like, that's cool. Well, if you really don't like it, that's fine. Just stay out of my lane, because I'm on a mission and I'm going to keep going on my lane, keep going down my path. And if you like it, great. If you don't, that's fine. But what I don't appreciate is disrespect and people talking about me behind my back. At least have the balls to say it to my face. Now, I'm going to be at the prepper meet. And if you have got problems with me, just come and find me and talk to me. All right. All of this, you know, I know he's not going to be here. So let's talk about him. Oh, he's a conspiracy theorist. Oh, my God. Why is he doing all of this? I don't care. I don't care. Why? Because I've lost a fear. I'm doing what I feel is the right thing to do by me. And like I say, I don't want everyone to like me. I just want people to feel encouraged and inspired for themselves to start questioning things. Because at the end of the day, the reason why the whole world is in the shit state it is because not enough people were questioning things. Too many people were saying yes. That's the problem. I am not the kind of guy to say yes to everything, in case you missed it. People who really know me will absolutely say it. It's true. I'll fucking say it how it is. And I didn't mean to swear. But it is. It's true. It really just separates the wheat from the chaff. And I'm just saying it to you guys. If you got people who are talking behind your back, calling you a conspiracy theorist and, you know, blah, 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 just get rid of them. They're not serving you. They're not welcome. They're not helping you evolve. Why would you want that in your life? I've been blocking people, unfollowing people, unsubscribing. I've been doing it lots lately. And do you know what? It's good because I don't need these arseholes disrespecting me and thinking they can talk to me like a piece of shit. Who needs that? So see you later. Adios, amigos. It's good. I think we should all do it. Weeder fish ran down the street in a mankini. Oh, nice. But it's true. We need to grow a pair, all right? And we need to just say, well, you know what? You know, I don't like this. It's making me feel bad. It's winding me up. It's making me bitter and feel upset. Well, I don't need that no more. Block. See you later. Move on. And if they get offended or upset and they want to talk about it, then that's fine. Life's too short to waste your very important, strong, amazing, intelligent energy on arseholes who just don't get what you're saying. Just leave them. All right. So that is my little pep talk for this morning. And thank you to everyone who's come along for the ride. The live stream tonight is going to be quite huge. It's already been shared quite a bit on Twitter. So we are expecting a lot of people in the live chat tonight. So we're talking 8 p.m. UK time tonight, this Friday, because the stuff which is coming down the pipe tomorrow, my God, things are changing. I've already been privy to some information about that, and no one's talking about that. So it's going to be quite fresh. All right. Tonight, be there or be square. There was a newsletter that went out yesterday or the day before. If you've just joined, thanks. Subscribe if you feel we need to. Hit the notification bell, because if you don't, you're not going to be notified to live streams and you won't be able to take part in the chat because you would have missed it. So yeah, make sure that you check the links under the video. It's awesome, especially the prepper meet. Now we're talking physically. Like-minded people like me and lots of you guys are physically going to be meeting up in a few weeks. So it's going to be the 14th of June. All the information you're going to need to know is below this video. Okay, come along. It's going to be like a big gathering of like-minded people. It's almost like a car boot. So people are encouraged to bring along stuff to sell, to give away, or whatever it is to help other people, etc. Now there is going to be some Olight torches. So some of you guys who want to get an absolute bargain, there's loads, but it's going to be first come, first served, okay? Everything is less than half price, and most of it is brand new. It was only used to do a video, and that's it. And they're all going to be for sale, along with other kit and equipment I've got, which I no longer need. And I'm pretty sure lots of you guys are the same as well. So if you're interested in coming along to that, it's going to be awesome. There's going to be a communal area. There's going to be fire pits. There's going to be like-minded people. There's going to be like a car boot thing. And there's probably going to be some musicians as well. So if you are a musician and you're going to the prepper meet, by all means, bring your instrument. But we're not talking about PAs and speakers, okay? Stuff like guitars, banjos, mouth organs, drums, or something like that. it's absolutely welcome, because we done it one year at the prepper meeting. It was great. People just turned up, they started chatting, and there was sat around a campfire just making up these tunes, and people were laughing and singing along. It was really good. And it's only £11 a night, the cheapest that you'll get anywhere in the UK. So if you want information about that, that's below the video. It's almost sold out. I think there's only about 10 tickets left. So if you are keen, it's probably best to book sooner rather than later, because what will happen is you'll try to book and it will say, no, it's sold out. So, but we can talk about that if that happens, because I've got a plan B. Should it get sold out, there's still places for you guys to camp. Trust me, I'm a doctor. So yeah, thanks for coming along, you guys. Please share this live stream if you can. It really helps. Hit the thumbs up on your way out. Check the links underneath. And yeah, last but not least, thank you to anyone who's donated. It really helps. And the moderators, you are demigods and you're all awesome. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Stay funky.